Hey everyone, um, this is a tutorial on how to adapt these course image templates so that you can add them to your Schoology courses. And all you've done so far is click on a link and it took you here to a copy of Schoology course image template 1. This is your copy, so you don't have to worry about messing anything up. These are yours. Real quick though, go check to make sure that you are in your school Google Drive and not another one. So you do that by mousing over. That's my school email. We're good. Um, the reason you do that if you don't use Google very often is most people have a Google account outside of school, and you may have even on purpose or accidentally logged into it in the past, and it might default to that one. If you needed to change it, by the way, you can. You just click all the way on it, and sometimes it's easier to sign out. See, I have one here. I could switch to it right now, but I'm not going to because I want to use my school account. Okay, we want to edit these and make them work for you. So this is what they look like right now. And the easiest way to deal with this is to remember a couple of different directionals. One, this is your film strip view, and you can mouse over but not click on that. Or this is grid view, and here is an easy way to remember it. The way it looks in film strip view is how it will look when it's at the top left of your courses in the profile pic. The way it looks here is how it will look when you go to your courses in the menu on the top of Schoology, the blue menu. When you click on courses, it will look about like this. So you can really very easily see how's this going to look by clicking here or here. All right. So let's assume a few things. Let's assume you don't want to alter these other than to fix the name of your course. All you have to do is go fix the name. You might have to fix the font size and a few other things. And I have a few options that I want to show you. So we're going to click on Precalculus. This is if you have a long name for your course that's not an advanced course or an AP course. And this one is Algebra 2, very much the same way, but I made the font bigger because we had more room than with Precalculus. Algebra 2 Advanced, what I did was set them up to be in slightly different shades of purple. And you can change all of the font colors. We'll go over that. But this gives you 2 lines to play with. And you can always add a line. But I assume if you're using this, it's because you don't want to design your own. And so there are a bunch of other ones in here. And then I made an 8th hour geometry advanced, which math department, I hope this helps. You can use them or not. A little anatomy of each slide. If it has 2 lines on the left side, they are in 2 different colors. And then on the right side, it's almost always the darkest color in the color wheel for that shade. Let me show you. So if I click here and I click in geometry, you can see that text color comes up. Click on that. And it is not the darkest, but it's dark. This advanced is 1 shade lighter, and it's a little skinnier. The Montserrat font comes in a bunch of different widths, if you will, not things. And I wouldn't go any bigger than semi-bold with anything because it will not convert well. It will get fuzzy when you're trying to convert it into a picture format, which we'll do at the end here. So, and then this one is that second darkest shade there. I do that just to try to keep a little bit of visual difference in it. I went tonal with these. They're very easy to look at. They don't hurt your eyes. There is another thing I want to show you, and that is how well they go with the Schoology calendar. So if you go into your Schoology calendar, you'll notice there's nothing on this one, but I have a ton of calendars. You don't want to know. But if you click down here, every calendar you have, and you'll have a calendar for every course that you have students in, you can change the color right here. And I hope that you notice that they are very similarly colored to the profile pics that I made. So when you're done aligning them, you might want to go into your calendar and adjust it so that when you see first hour, you always think of purple. Okay. And I hope that will help because I think it will help you like connect visuals. Kids can do this too. By you making it purple doesn't make it purple on the kids' end. But you might want to share that tip with them as well. Um, so once you have these adjusted, and you can adjust them for practice, I'm going to show you how to do that. The easiest way to do it is to right click or two finger click on the mouse pad and go up here to duplicate slide, and it will give you a new one. So if you're trying out something new and you don't want to risk messing it up, you can't, because you can always just open a new copy of this from where you got it from. But honestly, I make copies all the time, duplicates all the time, just so I have the option of seeing, I like the way this one looks and I like the way this one looks. So let's adapt this one. Let's say that I teach, oh, I don't know, AP US History. Um, and I don't know, I'll probably keep it like that. I kind of like it. So, but I can change the font color by just, highlighting that and going up here. If I wanted to make it the same color, I can. And if I'm like, oh, that's too dark over here now, then you can come over here. Sorry, I right clicked on it by accident. And I think I'm going to bump that up to this color. And so just to give it some visual distance. It's also really far away now because my class name wasn't as long. So I can either just move this box or I can make the font bigger. And it's easy to move the boxes. Just mouse over until you get these crosshairs with the arrows. Once you have that, that means that you are ready to move it. You're not going to type in it. Also, that red line that just popped up means that this box is perfectly centered vertically. That will help you keep both of those text boxes in the same place. So I want to move that over there, and I can look over here to see what that's going to look like. And I won't lie, it's not love, but I can do a bunch of things to this. Maybe I will make AP the lighter color. It's kind of fun too. So you can just keep playing with this until it makes you happy. If you want to change any element on here, you are welcome to. And you should watch my other video for how to make them from scratch. But just remember, anything you can click on in here is changeable. So you don't want a white post, you want a black one. So click on it and then go to line color and pick a new color. Okay. And just click off of that. And if you want to change the background color because salmon is just not your shade, then you can go to background and there's the color right there. If you have something pretty you want to put in the background, like a textured background, there's lots of them online. You can choose image and do that, but I'm not going to do that with you right now. So and of course you can change the font to any font that you want as well. You can change this to something really funky, but I want to give you a couple of suggestions here. Permanent marker, super fun. Very hard to read. Maybe if it were dark, you could read it. But remember, if you can't see it over here, it's just not going to work as your course profile picture. And you also don't want anything too thick, like I said, because it will convert terribly. It will distort. Please trust me on that one. Caveat, super pretty. I could probably use that if I made it bigger. Let's try 150. It's kind of fun. I'd still move it over more, or I would just make this text box smaller, and then I would move the whole thing. Again, by waiting to be patient till you get those crosshairs, and sometimes I'm not, and I just click it, and then I don't get to move it. See, even I screw up sometimes. By clicking off of it, that helped. So Slides is a really good beginner's graphics program. So, and I would probably change this over here too, maybe to a different font, maybe to the same one. I might even make this a little bit bigger still. So I hope that that helps you. Let's go ahead and presume that all of our slides are the way we want them. And if you want to have play slides and then have real slides, remember that you can move these anywhere you want. Just grab it with the white arrow, not the crosshairs, and just move it anywhere you want. Okay, so you can arrange them like these are my play ones, these are the ones that I was working with, and these are the ones I really like. So we're going to presume that Algebra 2 second hour is ready to roll. So we're going to click on it, and we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Download. It's going to give you a bunch of options, and the one we're going to choose, you can either choose JPEG or PNG, and this time we're going to choose PNG just because I can. And make sure it's where you want it. I'm sure that a lot of you have OneDrive accounts. I know some of you don't like to use the OneDrive. Can't encourage you enough to try to embrace it, but you can save this wherever you want. And I think I will save this in Schoology. Sorry. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to want to rename this though, because otherwise they're all going to come in under the same name. So you have to do this for every single slide. All right. So let's do 2 second hour. I'll make it really easy to find. And we're going to put it in Google Slides templates. All right. I've apparently already done this once with a version I didn't like. It should be down there now. Okay. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to leave you for just a sec. I wanted to see if you could download them in bulk, but I'm sorry to say you do actually have to download each individual one. So we have gone through a few of these things. In the number 4 area, it says click here for instructions on adding your profile picture. I'll show you real quick. If you go into courses, let's just open my sandboxes. Okay, and go to edit picture. And then you go find your file and edit it in the traditional way. Okay, so it's real simple. I've also linked you to the directions here. If you want to try this on your own, like you want to build them from scratch, I made a tutorial for you here. And I think I've covered everything. If not, message me. If you need help with this, we can do that together, even if we're not in the same room. And I hope that this helped. Thank you for playing and have a great day.